to West Hempstead to sit at the feet of Rabbi Yehuda Kelemer. But I want to ask one thing of you in conclusion, if I may be so brazen. Give Rabbi Kelemer the kavod he so richly deserves. Guard him, treasure him, and protect him. Allow him to exercise the leadership that he is so capable of doing. Allow him to serve as your Morid Asra in the classical sense of the term, to be the Paisik, to set the policy for the betterment and for the enhancement of this most wonderful community of the young Israel of West Hempstead, so that all of you, individually and collectively, will live by these three interpretations of Zekeli V'Yanvehu. Asaper Noya Ushvacho, to describe the beauty of God. Isnoya Lefanav the mitzvos, to observe the law of God. Mahu Racham V'Chanam, Af Atar Racham V'Chanam, to be human beings in the most pristine sense of the term. Rabbi Kelemer, members and friends of the young Israel of West Hempstead, may your relationship be a long and a mutually rewarding one. May you share for many years the hopes and dreams of your growing and vibrant community. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu grant you all peace and health and happiness and fulfillment. Parents and children, friends and neighbors, leadership and membership, a new Morid Asra and his new community. Adiyas Hagoel in Rabbi Yehuda.
Insisted on no introductions, we've had 9 already. I'll tell you, I'm a little bit overwhelmed and I really can't use prepared remarks. A mention of my father was in the Tzaddik Rabbah, or my walk-in, presented by my mother-in-law, mention of my father, mother, Rabbah. There's a lot that comes to mind, and you understand, it's very, very difficult to share with you this evening, through the coming years, possibly. Sitting here, I'm thinking about an idea that I once proposed, just as a Hava Mila. This is a possibility. Tonight I think it's possibly pshat. What is the message of Miriam Hanaviyah? What does she have to offer in her prophecy if it only repeats the words of Moshe? Tikach Miriam Satot B'Yada, Tzena Moshe Machreha, Vatan Lahem Miriam, Ashur Hashem Ki Go Go, Sus Baruch Ramo Vayom, the same words as Moshe, just a repetition. And possibly, and now I know, I feel it's true, that maybe the message of Miriam, because after all, 2 prophets do never prophesy the same method or signal, the message of Miriam is in her brevity. While the men were indulging in praise and a survey of Yetzias Mitzrayim and literally creeping into the heavens and floating in the highest echelons of spirituality, she said, there's not enough time for too much praise. So simply, Ashur Hashem Ki Go Go, Sus V'Racho Ramo Vayom, and apparently Moshe Rabbeinu understood the message, picked up the cue, and what does it say right afterwards? Vayasa Moshe Esa'am. Let's move on. Enough said. made a cheshbon here before. I really wanted to, my original plan was to speak about the complex problems of the rabbi in America. I have notes on the development of Rabbanus over the last 10 or 15 years, the role of a rabbi in the community and the expansion that he supposedly is supposed to bring. I wanted to then respond maybe to each of the speakers, which would bring us just about to Kriya Shema Shel Shabbos. But I'll tell you, I made a cheshbon over here. If you take into account 11 speakers, including the mayor of Hempstead, and 3 choral presentations, 3 of the songs under the able abilities of the Wax Press Brothers, that comes to the cheshbon of 14. You said, Rabbi Shulman, before, that's the cheshbon of the word yad, the calculation. It's also the numerical calculation of the word die, which means enough. So I want you to have 3 memories of this evening. I want you to remember the beautiful music that was produced here this evening. I want you to remember the words of the speakers, not so much as a statement of reality, but rather as a declaration of potential. I want you to remember that I was the shortest speaker. Hopefully, I begin my Rabbanos with a more ma'at. Please, my wonderful, beautiful Malabatim, you give me the bracha of Aseh Arveh.